Welcome in to I Am Well podcast. I am your girl, your host, hypeyogi. Still me. How's it going? A new month. Here we go. I am so excited to be filming and recording this right now for y'all. I am overwhelmed with all the support that you've all been showing me this past month and some change of having the podcast live on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Thank you so much for the support and keep on coming back for this community of ours that is growing and expanding. I took a week and a half off from recording because I wanted to make sure that I am still in line and really thinking about who am I talking to whenever I do these podcast episodes? Who am I creating these episodes for? And so I got to know some of y'all listeners from many different countries, actually. For this one would be Tanzania. Whoever listened from Tanzania, what is up? Hello. I'm also very grateful for my community and yoga community in Colombia. Obviously, majority of our listeners are here in Seattle, Washington. So I again want to thank you for that. We also have the listeners from Mexico, specifically Tulum, possibly Mexico City as well. And so I just wanted to take that. A week and some change to really assess who am I talking to? What do y'all want? What is it that you want to hear? What direction are we trying to go to? What identity are we trying to build? All these things. Obviously, podcasting is very new to me. This is a new skill that I am cultivating as I go from week to week. And I want to make sure to take those pauses and moments to find real intentional ways of showing up for you here behind the mic, behind the camera. So, going back to what excites me so much this month, the month of July, the beginning of summer, it kicked us off really on this very high note. I cannot even believe that as I am recording this today, we are already a week into the month of July. The whole month is full of many exciting activities and celebrations. One of those celebration is my birthday that is coming up on July 20th. We will be creating a special episode for that because, we do love our special things here on this podcast. When I started recording, I thought I wanted it to be more posh and polished and ready for you in a way that is um, a little bit stricter. And what I noticed is y'all enjoy just listening in and hanging out and um, as if you're just really hanging out with your girl, talking about wellness and meditating together as a community and finding pockets of healing while you listen in into this little segment every single week. And so that still stays so true into my intention to have this space of a little reset throughout the week and even skipping through all these intro and just going straight to the meditation if you need to, right? So, with no further ado, today's topic on this episode is about creating sacred rituals for you so that then you feel like you're moving beyond just a routine. A routine kicks us off into, oh, I want to do X, Y, and Z, and I have these on my to do list. And sometimes it becomes robotic, it becomes just checking the list rather than intentionally carving out time for you to enjoy your coffee in the morning, to enjoy a good, what they call it, hot girl walk throughout the day. uh, Perhaps enjoying a ritual to move your body rather than feeling like, oh, snaps, I need to move my body because I've been sitting all day. Yes, we can still feel that way, but it would be so much more impactful when we are motivated by not the punishments that we might be receiving, um, or negative things that will happen if we don't do X action. It is more so finding intentionality in how we add these different activities into our life on a day to day basis. And so I'm going to get started with y'all about my story this last couple weeks. I've been trying to really wean myself off of caffeine, aka coffee, every morning. Lately, or ritualistically, I have been drinking two espresso pods, Nespresso pods, every single morning with my froth milk, a little bit of splash of vanilla in there here at home. That ritual to create that big beautiful beginning of the day with your the aroma of your coffee. Perhaps if you have an espresso, you understand of like you putting in the pod in, clicking the machine. It has like this ritualistic feeling, and like the smell, um, the sounds, the texture. You know, when they created and designed this machine, for example, they were mindful of like the grooves and the snaps, the sound it makes. At first, the Nespresso for me was a little annoying because it was loud, but then it became a good sound that says my coffee is coming, you know? And so, this ritual that I've created for myself to make coffee in the morning and to actually, when I really think about it, it is not about the act of really drinking the coffee. It is about the act of making the coffee. At least for me, that kind of like gets me into this space of like, oh, I just did that mindfully. And now I get to sit and start my journal, for example. That has been a big part of my morning routine, is to begin with a good cup of coffee. I was saying that I'm trying to wean myself off of this ritual because something that I notice is the caffeine doesn't really give me the boost or waking up energy. But what it does is, if I don't make this coffee in the morning and I don't drink a cup of coffee, migraine will kick in. You feel? And so, what I'm trying to do is instead of having two espresso pods, I am doing one espresso pods every morning nowadays. That actually started this week. So I'm going to keep you guys posted how we do. Because what we're trying to do is like, how do we actually have a balance? How do we have a balance where we are not super dependent into a substance, right? Because something that I notice is if I did skip that ritual, it has repercussions throughout the day. And it's not cute because it's not just throughout the day, it sometimes carries over the next day. And that just creates a ripple effect of inefficiencies on how I spend my day to day things. All right. So I am asking myself right now, why did I tell you all this conversation? It is about encouraging you to make assessments on what is it that you ritualistically do every single day that has a ripple effect, not just that same day, but the days coming after. So take a pause right now. What is it that you do every single day that has a ripple effect on how your day will be and the following days to be? So I'll take a moment right here for us to ground ourselves into finding reflection time on what that ritual thing that you do on a daily. Find yourself a tall seat. I am so happy because my meditation cushion is finally here. I am sitting on the floor and feeling supported. Take a moment to feel your sit bones as it roots into the ground beneath you. I love to feel my left side body and my right side body. Left side body being my feminine side, my receiving side, my cooling side. Having my left palm flipped open, face up. Yeah. The right side body is the masculine side. It is the heat. It is about doing, action, action base. I have my right palm face down to ground down. Take a big round of breath. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale, release it out. I love to feel the bottom of that exhale. Really feeling the bottom of your sit bones. There's this beautiful lift in the navel. So the belly pulls in and up on that full emptying of the belly. And then you slowly find your inhale in once more. Feel the lift of your chest, broadening of the collarbones. Perhaps your shoulders lift up close to your ears. Feel the fullness in the body. And then on your exhale, release. Feel the activation of your back body. Your scapulas almost come kissing one another. There's this opening of the chest. Again, feeling the bottom of that exhale, pulling the navel into your spine. And there's this beautiful lift that keeps your seat tall and stable and open. One more breath here. Inhale in. And exhale, release it out. I love to close my eyes when I ground down. When the visuals are not present, your other sensations become so much more intentional, intense, more heightened. When I close my eyes, I try to visualize my breath as it fills up my body. As this breath fills in and nourishes every single cell of my body. And every single exhale, there's this beautiful release, depurificación, releasing what you don't need. Almost like a filter, right? Filtering out what is not needed. It's such a beautiful practice to just breathe mindfully. Probably have led you to 3 rounds of breath. Was it 4? And yet it feels like just so grounding. Resets the nervous system, allows you to pace and slow down, allows you to find mindfulness on just the way your body works. Makes your minutes go longer. I don't know if that's something that matters to you. Do you want your days to be longer, or do you want your days to be slower? I guess what you'll say would be like, it depends on what I'm doing that day. If it's just hanging out with friends and family and enjoying a great time, would you say, oh, I wish I can just slow it down and savor this moment? Or when you're at work and not feeling so inspired, do you say, wow, I wish this day is just over? As my birthday comes to close, and I'm going to out myself, I'm going to be 36 years old. I cannot help to think, and you might feel like, damn, why you gotta think that way? But that's like more than a third of my life already lived, right? 36. If I'm lucky, I can live until, how old was my grandma? I think she was probably 96. My immediate grandma, my grandma Euphemia, my grandma, my dad's side. Yeah, I think she was 96 when she passed. But I also have another grandma. Technically, you would call her or label her as a great aunt. And she lived until 105 years old. And she was gardening. I think she was 105, over 100. And that is my grandma who lived in California, Grandma Inay. I thinking about all this lineage, all these beautiful women in my family, because my family reunion is coming up this week, and I'm super excited to see family members. I'm gonna be emceeing the event, and obviously, if you don't know yet, your girl is also a baby DJ. I DJ'd on 4th of July. It was quite a show because as I DJ'd, fireworks were going, and maybe I felt like Kygo there for a little bit. Um, who else is a really good DJ? I feel like I listen to this DJ all the time, a different one. I can't remember the name right now, but I haven't really been. If you are wondering if I've ever been to a rave before or like that kind of scene, I have not been there. Maybe that's going to be part of my to do list this summer is to go to a festival. Hmm. The only festival I have really attended is a yoga festival. It's basically us nerding out on yoga things, workshops left and right, events left and right, kirtan left and right. Um, it was fun. It was the Wanderlust Yoga Festival out in Whistler at some point when we had that. I am unsure if that is still going on right now and what locations they have, but that was really fun event as well. All throughout Seattle, this season, we also have a lot of like free yoga classes out in the park or next to the water. So if you are local here in Seattle, go watch out on fun events throughout the week to enjoy this beautiful weather of ours. Um, yeah. Hmm. I really wanted to ask y'all, how are you doing? I understand that time passes so fast. I cannot believe that we are already in July and what? 5 more months and the end of 2025 is here. And I bring these things about the age and life and the year, timeline, time frame. I bring this up not to bring a negative emotions. I am bringing this up because I want to really encourage us to live every single day as intentional as we can be, and creating sacred rituals for ourselves to take care of us, take care of others, build community, create good memories, share a good laugh, definitely share good food. If you have been watching some IG stories at I am not I am well podcast at hypeyogi. Speaking of shameless plug, if you haven't followed yet at hypeyogi and I am well podcast at I am well podcast, please do so because we'll have snippets there and different ways you can engage in really helping us shape what this community could be, right? I have been making some summer pastas. Last week we had a spinach pasta that I made. If we have some requests on us filming a podcast while I make pasta, that's something. It might as well have been a YouTube vlog or something. Please comment below if that is something that you would like us to do. That would be really fun. I also want to make a fun announcement here. I believe starting this fall, I will be co-hosting some of these podcasts and inviting some people to join us. I'm going to be bringing friends and family to talk about wellness, to ask questions, to have a dynamic conversation. Because, to be honest, let's be honest here. I don't know how long you'd want me to just be solo talking to you, right? It is so much more engaging to have another entity, more people in the space to chat with us. That will be really fun. If you are watching us here on this podcast and we are finally finalizing our actual set, what do y'all think about the plant babies? Is that a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Trying to live my jungle life back and have the jungle in the living room on the set. It also just feels good to have, real plants around us as we speak. It brings us back closer to nature. Maybe we get to ground down more. So, all these things and all these updates for you to, you know, to know. I'm taking a moment right here again to breathe in deeply and breathe out deeply. Earlier, I encourage you to take an inventory of what is it that you do ritualistically every single day. And this time, I would love to encourage you to think about a ritual that you would like to add on your day-to-day activities. I know everybody is very big on morning and evening routines. I don't know if you have those locked down, but midday routines is something that I have been adding into my day to day, breaking my work day into two and making it more manageable for me. I work from home, and so my first half of the day is always like a busy, get it in, power through many things that I need to do. And then my midday is a little bit longer to where I either get to move my body, move with others, breathe with others, meditate, go for a walk, enjoy the sunshine, and then having that midday break to feel replenished and to power through again the remainder of the day so that then I feel efficient in my day to day activities as well as not feel burnt out. Yeah. So, breaking up your days in chunks like that of productivity and specific work that you would want to do is super efficient as well and a good for you to add in a new ritual that you want to bring in into your life. On our earlier podcast episodes, I did talk about journaling, and that's something that I do in the morning during the coffee, and then the journal happens. I really love that. In the beginning of our episodes as well, I talked to you about the Atomic Habits, the book that is. From our guy. What's his name? James Clear. I think I got that right. And basically, what you can do is when you stack these beautiful rituals together and you pair it just like a beautiful meal. I love pairing. Good food, good drink comes in together, makes you feel very good on like the overall experience. And so what I was just talking to you earlier is like if coffee happens, then journaling happens. Therefore, morning ritual is locked in. And so, two things, two activities that come together that then creates this beautiful effect of a mindful, intentional beginning of the day. And then I want to loop back in into the idea of creating a drink. Is coffee really a drink that I want to continue drinking? I really am trying my best to think about this very, very deeply. And so, would it be tea? Would be a nice thing of a change, so that then we are not super dependent on this coffee. Would it be? I love drinking AG1 at some point. So AG1 is a basically a superfood. It's a green drink that is packed with vitamins and minerals that you need throughout the day. Is that a better drink to then kickstart the journaling, right? And so mindful of like what ritualistic ways are we adding in into our day-to-day routine. Is this something that is good long term? Is this something that is stackable with another positive habit that we have? Just taking a moment here as we are in the middle of 2025, as we get closer to completing this year, to periodically create assessment moments to where you're like, okay, I have been doing this for quite some time. Is it actually really truly adding value, or is it creating more repercussions, bad things, things that I don't want in my life, right? And I'm talking to you about drinking coffee. This could be any habit that you have, anything that you have on your day to day. So, to wrap us in into a very simple, with example, ways to find mindfulness in our day to day activity. I'll keep it simple here. Drinking coffee, writing my journal entry equals a great start of the day. It could also be drinking green juice, starting my journal equals creating a beautiful beginning of the day, right? So, whatever that looks like for you, that can be a formula that you can create to make assessment on what habits that are currently in place, to what stackable habits happens after that, to where you could find a resolution, a conclusion, an outcome that you would want to have in your life. I'll give you another example, a stackable habit. Taking a break at noon, stepping away from your computer midday, and going for a beautiful walk because it's sunny equals another boost to effectivity and efficiency throughout the day. How about that? Okay, so that's your midday. You have your morning, you have your midday, and I'll give you an example for the evening time. An example for the evening time would be, could be very, very simple. It could be washing your face, brushing your teeth, putting your PJs, leading you to a good meditation for 5 minutes before you turn off your devices, before you put away your phone, before you turn off the TV, and go to bed early. Go read your favorite book a page or two before you set yourself up for a beautiful night of sleep, a restful night of sleep. I feel like I use beautiful a lot. That might be my most used word. I'm not sure. Now that we have this podcast, I get to really see um, how much we have on every single episode. What are the top words that came up, right? Anyway, happy July, happy summertime. I am excited to see us grow as a community. And so, if you haven't followed us, go follow us on Instagram at hypeyogi and I am well podcast. Um, Follow us on Spotify, like us on Apple Music. We are also on YouTube. More offerings to come. I thank you all so much for being here again and listening to me. I am eternally grateful for you spending time, your precious time, right here with me. I'm so excited to build with you, find intentionality and mindfulness in the way we live our day to day life, and most importantly, a beautiful reset to your day to just come back to your groundedness, to come back to yourself and breathe as deeply as you can, right? So until next time, I'm gonna close this up because I feel like I've been talking quite a lot. Another thing of a reminder, don't forget to rate our podcast on Spotify. Your comments make a big difference. I would love to really, really listen in to all the things that you have to say. Don't forget to comment on our YouTube video. And yeah, stay engaged. Well, until next time, stay well, be well. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace out.